Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Tuesday weather update. We're tracking rain around the New Zealand area, a little bit around Australia, but New Zealand has this area of low pressure which is now starting to fall apart here. So you can see plenty of rain clouds moving down across the country, although lovely sunny spells to the north. Huge totals coming through. We got some updates last night on Twitter showing that around sort of places like Kerikeri and Kaio in Northland, some areas have had over 500 millimetres this month, which is a lot. That's about 5 times your normal monthly amount. So a huge amount of rain's been falling in the north. Bay of Plenty, Canterbury, many eastern areas, they've all had it, but that low is now falling apart. There's just a little weak system coming through in the southeastern corner of Aussie, and another front way out here moving into the west, and up in the tropics, a few downpours moving from Vanuatu towards Fiji, but also falling apart. Right, let's get into the wind map because it clearly shows that New Zealand is underneath low pressure at the moment. So there is the low. The yellow shows high pressure. So a lot of high pressure all around us, but just not over the top of us. So that is driving down this mild airflow. Now that's very questionable. I've had a lot of people tell me it's not warm where they are. But if you take a look at your overnight lows, they'll be above average at the moment. That's the reason why things are warmer than they should be. Over in Australia, there is that weak system around Tasmania and the other system driving in that front connected to a storm down in the Southern Ocean. So here's the 24-hour rainfall map for New Zealand. Not so much in the top here, that's the good news, but still more heavy downpours coming through this area, at least another 30, 40 millimetres for you. But the main rain, now South Canterbury and coastal parts of Otago, where you've got about 50, maybe even a little bit more than that, 50 millimetres or so, maybe 55, 60 coming through in that area there. And that could certainly cause some flooding and on those low-lying areas. So that is the forecast for the next 24 hours. Let's get into what we're seeing as we go through Wednesday. Here is lunchtime Wednesday. So the low getting big and wide now, starting to fall apart. The wind energy mostly to the south and the north. So you've now got westerlies blowing across the North Island, and that will lift your temperatures for those of you in the east, but doesn't do a lot for those of you down in the south. Another rainmaker here coming out of that system from Tasmania is not doing a lot. Look at the huge high. That's the one that's in control of Australia at the moment. As we move through the week, we get to Thursday. The low is still over the New Zealand area, merged with that other one. Plenty of westerlies for the North Island, plenty more rain and showers, but dry spells increasing for those of you further to the south. And there's a cooler southwest flow coming into that corner there, and just a few downpours up around Vanuatu. Nothing else really going on to the north. Now, as we get to Friday, New Zealand remains in this sort of wintry setup, which is normal because we're in winter. Westerly winds carrying on for the North Island. That means your temperatures are going to be above average, especially at night. Won't be very many frosts, so that's another reason why those temperatures will be up. And we've also got here on the west coast showers, which will go up into the North Island as well, although they kind of taper out the further north you go. There's a slight area of high pressure just to the north. So this weekend, there is a high out to the east and another one building around New South Wales and Victoria, but this low pressure zone is coming on in. So Saturday has chopping and changing a wee bit in the forecast. It has been moving around a wee bit, but there is this new low pressure system, a weak one, coming in this weekend. And by Sunday, gone through, the sou'westers are back, temperatures are down for the whole country. We feel that temperature drop again. And then this big high from Australia slowly drifting out towards us, maybe for the start of next week, bringing some settled weather to northern areas, but still got these storms down in the Southern Ocean. So the weather pattern at the moment, pretty unsettled, but Australia looking remarkably settled at the moment. Enjoy it and make the most of it, because I'm not so sure once we get into August if it'll stay that way. I think we might be seeing another rainmaker up here in the Coral Sea. That's all from me for now. Back again on Wednesday with our next update. See you then.